Hello everyone, as usual it's me Pavlo, and today we'll be talking about FiiO TT13. Their turntable, first in their lineup and hopefully not the last. They announced that they will release another turntable this year, so I really hope they will succeed in this. I have a lot of respect for FiiO for creating of this line of cassette player, CD player, and turntable, and they used their resources, they used their popularity in attempt to bring users that interesting experiences and to reintroduce that classic medias to modern audience. Actually, for me, T13 became a gateway turntable or gateway drug into the world of vinyl records. I spent a lot of time with turntables when I was really young, but like for last 25 years or so, I had almost no experience with the vinyl. And thanks to the TT13, I reevaluated and started understand and appreciate the greatness of this format. So TT13 is a great device in terms of price to quality ratio. It's fully automatic, belt-driven turntable. It has some limitations in the design that I will elaborate in this video, but it's because it's targeted towards a wider audience of people who don't want to go deep into this audiophilic road. In exchange, it offers, the simplest way to dive into this world of vinyl discs, and it provides great sound and all that for reasonable price, $230, $240. So great device, and I hope I will be able to share my joy of using it. Of course, TT13 is not the best turntable ever made, but it's one of the best in terms of value or price to quality ratio. It's really well built for this price, and it's made of aluminum. It's not super heavy, but at the same time it has enough of weight to absorb some basic vibrations. You can get it in a few colors. Mine is a silver one. Also, there is a black one, and probably I've seen a white version on photos. Not sure was it released or not, but it's easy to check. So it's not small, but actually also not the largest one. You can see that feet on the bottom are a bit narrower than overall top part. It has a protective cover. If you want, you can remove it, but I prefer to keep it uh, in place to protect my vinyls when they are playing. Actually, hinges are really good. They stay in place when you raise the lid to maximum position pretty well. It requires a bit of assembly when you unpack it. It came in a nice white cardboard box. I skip unboxing because the box is pretty big and it's not fitting well on table. So let's see what we have on the rear side. Let me be as accurate as possible. So on the rear side there is a disc size selector, 7-inch or 12-inch, then knob for channel balance, then line out and ground output. Unfortunately, this turntable doesn't have a possibility to bypass built-in phono corrector. FiiO said that they have in plans a bit more advanced version, maybe they provided there. But TT13 is built for those who want a no bother device, so you don't need the phono corrector or phono preamp for it. And you can either use 12 volts power supply, I use FiiO PL50, or you can connect it directly to the power source to engage internal power supply, and also on-off toggle on the rear side. So let's turn it back to us. On the front panel there is a infrared remote control. Actually, you know, it's pretty great feature to have. From one hand, there is some magic in putting stylus on the disk manually. On the other hand, actually, I really like automatics and how it works. So let me open it. So on, off, and power switch, and also it can be used to change the color of LED backlight. Speed selector 33 and 45 RPM. Unfortunately, no 78 option. Bluetooth pairing button, and as I remember, on non-Bluetooth versions, this button is responsible for the brightness. Actually, you know, nice, well-built, clicky buttons. Start, stop, actually main button here. Repeat, good thing that automatic turntables offer. If you press this button, when it came to the end of the disk, it will restart from the beginning. And up down, it's a button you press if you need to pause playback for some time. Now let me show you how to put on the disk, because you'll need to do it when you get it from the box. Initially it had kind of paper tab to make it easier, but I already removed it because I use it. So you can see this part here. Oh, sorry. It's not that easy to do when you're looking through the camera. In real life, it's a pretty simple operation, but looking through the camera, not the best thing to do. Luckily, today I'm using a bit different camera setup with tripod. So you grab this rubber band, pull it out, then put the disc in center and make sure that you hitting the right place with this rubber band. So that's easy. And then you need to put your sleep mat in place. So I've got a custom one. I really like it. And also you'll need to remove all protections that FiiO put from the factory. Turn arm is fixed in place and a lot of foam was put here. And basically that's it. Turntable is ready to work. You just need to connect it to some speakers or to your amplifier or somewhere else. So let's see what we have here. Here used popular Audio-Technica cartridge. It's hypothetically you can replace it for some other Audio-Technica models, but only to those that have similar tracking force, because tracking force here is adjustable, but you need to get inside of the device, and FiiO didn't recommend to do that. Basically, it's kind of device for those who don't need to replace stylus, but it's targeted towards consumer market, which is pretty okay in my opinion. And 3600 by Audio-Technica is a pretty good entry-level cartridge that does the job pretty well. Disc is put on the table and it's ready to go. So we press the power button, it turns on with nice LED animation effect, and basically the only thing you need to do is to press start stop. Turn arm will move automatically and it will lower to the disc and music will start flowing. You can also use the stock remote control. You can see that it has on-off button, LED button, start stop, navigation, and button that turns on repeating of the one side of the disk. I'm a bit split here, because from one hand it's great experience when you put on stylus on the disk manually yourself, and from another hand, you know, it's really convenient to use the remote control and use automatic drive, because if you want to pause music, you can do it on your sofa. You press up, you press down, it moves up, it moves down. You want to turn it off, You press it and it will travel back to its place. There is a bit of noise that drive that moves to arm does, but you can hear this noise only when tunar moves and not when it plays. Also, I thought that this LED backlight will be annoying and I won't like it, but actually, I really like it. It's not bright and it gives you a bit of extra effect when you're using some semi-transparent vinyls. We have a lot of different multicolored vinyls now, and it looks really great with transparent ones. You can select few colors that will allow you to select the one you like, but I enjoy the stock blue one. Also, with remote control you can select the brightness. You can even turn it off or select one of few levels. When it comes to the sound, there are two questions. First one is about vinyl sound overall. And the main question that people not familiar with vinyl setups often asks, is there that vinyl magic that some audiophiles talking about? So yes, but at the same time, no. I understand that it's a bit controversial answer, but let me try to explain my thought. So, first of all, if you want to get an absolutely analog vinyl sound, you need to invest a lot of money. You need to get a pretty high-end turntable, you need to get a good phono preamplifier and the rest of setup. And also you need to invest a lot of money in getting vinyls that were created long ago, because modern vinyls are often created from the digital files. They are mastered and mixed digitally, so you're not getting pure analog records. But at the same time, I don't think it's a big issue here, because in my opinion, main magic of vinyl came in the experience. You're getting great album covers that are interesting to explore. You're getting some information. You're getting lyrics and other things. And also you getting a different experience. You need to get like half an hour or even more, up to 1 hour of free time. You need to focus on your music. You need to sit calmly and you need to enjoy the album in whole. Vinyl is not a great way to listen to music if you want just one track or some compilation or something like that. You're getting the disc and you're listening it at least one side from the beginning to the end. And also, of course, music is mastered differently for the vinyls a little bit. And what I like even about inexpensive turntables like TT13, you're getting more natural treble. It's a bit less aggressive, a bit less forward, but at the same time with a better layering, at least to my ears. I did some comparisons comparing TT13 with Veeam Ultra. Actually, if you want my review about Veeam Ultra, you can write a comment. I will be glad to do it. So I compared actually Timeout by Brubeck with this vinyl version, with the version from the Cobus. And I like treble here more. That's one fact that is definitely beneficial for the vinyl. But of course, it's a much more expensive experience overall. So that is the first question about the overall vinyl magic. It's present, but it's slightly different to what it's described. And the second question, how this turntable sounds overall. So I don't have a lot of experience with turntables, but recently I had an opportunity to listen for a LAC Miracord 80. Pretty expensive and relatively high-end turntable with a setup that is pretty close to mine, and Of course, it sounds better, but at the same time, TT13 is pretty decent, especially on the mid frequencies. It's pretty close to that LAC. LAC definitely gives a bit warmer, bit more analog sound with a bit better weight distribution, but at the same time, the difference, of course, is not that huge, how you can expect from the price difference. So, really decent sound you're getting for the TT13. Natural, balanced with good treble, surprisingly good treble extension. Because some time ago I listened to some inexpensive turntable. I don't remember actually the model, sorry, but it was lacking in the treble area. Here you're getting nice treble extension. A bit less that analog warmth than I prefer, but still really good sound. So, to summarize everything, TT13 is a great thing if you want to get a turntable and you don't want to invest more in getting another cartridge, getting a phono preamplifier or something like that. It will definitely give you a good turntable experience, a good experience with vinyl records. It has a nice budget cartridge, but one of the best in the budget segment. It has good automatics, it has a really decent sound, it has Bluetooth if you need it, but I'm not sure it's very useful. And it give you, the most comfortable vinyl experience possible. So I really can recommend it, hands down. It's a great device. As well as actually all three devices in this FiiO vintage lineup. They are not absolutely best, but they deliver great value for the price, and they definitely gives you that experience with physical media, which I really like. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course, have a great day.